Chelsea will never remain the same after Xabi Alonso is done. Yes, you heard me right. Chelsea will never remain the same after Xabi Alonso is done making this club great again. For the first time in years, Blue Co have got their manager recruitment right. Not just right, completely right. They've appointed a man with a proven track record, a man who learned directly from the very best in Pep Guardiola, a man who has already changed the culture and identity of a football club once before at the highest level. One of the most promising, fastest rising young coaches in world football has just walked through the doors of Cobham. And Chelsea will never be the same again. Welcome back, Chelsea fans from every corner of the world. Drop your country in the comments right now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because this is the most exciting Chelsea era in years, and we are covering every single development. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about who exactly Xabi Alonso is and what he has already proven he can do. Alonso arrived at Bayer Leverkusen in October 2022. They were in the relegation zone, rock bottom of the Bundesliga. The previous manager had been sacked and there was no clear direction. Within 2 years, Alonso had produced the first unbeaten Bundesliga season in the 160-year history of German football. 34 games, not one defeat, the Bundesliga title, and the DFB Pokal double, reaching the Europa League final. Bayern Munich's dominance of German football, which had lasted over a decade, was ended by a club Alonso had literally rebuilt from scratch. His Leverkusen side were nicknamed Neverkusen because they never gave up, scoring last-minute winners and equalizers in ways that seemed physically impossible. That mentality, that became Real Madrid. Alonso arrived at the Bernabeu in the summer of 2025 to replace Carlo Ancelotti, and things started promisingly. 22 wins, 4 draws, and 5 defeats in all competitions. But the political environment at Real Madrid is unlike anywhere else in football. Key players became difficult to manage, the board was inconsistent in its support, and after 233 days, both parties agreed to part ways. It was messy, it was unfortunate, but it was also Real Madrid, a club where even the greatest managers in history have struggled to survive. Alonso walked away with his reputation not just intact, but actually strengthened, because the football world understood exactly what the situation at the Bernabeu was. And Chelsea, watching all of this, moved immediately. Now let's put this appointment in context by talking about the chaos Chelsea went through to arrive at this moment. Since Roman Abramovich left the club and Blue Co took over, Chelsea have gone through manager after manager after manager. Thomas Tuchel won Chelsea the Champions League in 2021. He was sacked in September 2022, on the morning after a Champions League win over Dinamo Zagreb. Blue Co decided Graham Potter was the upgrade. That decision aged terribly. Potter was a fine coach at Brighton with limited resources and a specific style. At Chelsea, with enormous expectation and a bloated squad of expensive players all demanding minutes, he was completely out of his depth and paid the price within 7 months. Then came Mauricio Pochettino, then Enzo Maresca. Maresca won the Conference League and the Club World Cup, and Blue Co still managed to lose him, with the entire situation deteriorating into a legal dispute over his departure. After Maresca left, in January 2026, in the middle of the season, Chelsea turned to Liam Rosenior, a young, promising coach who was absolutely not ready for a club of this size and expectation. He took the job with everyone knowing it was a temporary arrangement, and Chelsea finished the season in 10th place. All of that is over now. Xabi Alonso is the manager, and he is not a head coach. He is the manager, with real power over transfers, sporting decisions, and the direction of the squad. Now let's talk about what is already happening. Marc Cucurella's departure to Real Madrid for around 60 million euros was a shock. Enzo Fernandez is being heavily linked with Real Madrid under Jose Mourinho, with Chelsea demanding over 120 million pounds. Malo Gusto is attracting attention from Manchester City under Enzo Maresca. These are difficult situations to manage, but Alonso is not waiting around feeling sorry. He is already reshaping the squad in his own image. Marco Palestra. Alonso's first official signing. The 21-year-old Italian from Atalanta joined for £43 million with add-ons on top. He underwent his medical in London last Friday. He is set to start as the right wing back in Alonso's 3-4-3 system, a two-footed attacking defender who ranked second in Serie A for completed dribbles this season, created 7 big chances, and scored 1 goal while providing 4 assists in a Cagliari side that were fighting relegation. As ESPN's Sam Teig put it in the Transfer Talk podcast, Palestra is the perfect fit as a wingback for Xabi Alonso's system. This is not a blue code transfer born out of a spreadsheet. This is a manager's transfer. Alonso wanted him specifically. Maxence Lacroix. According to the Chelsea Chronicle, Chelsea have agreed a fee of around 46 to 47 million pounds with Crystal Palace for the French international centre back. A deal should be completed after the World Cup. Lacroix is 6'3", commanding in the air, experienced in a back three under Oliver Glasner at Palace, and a winner who claimed both the FA Cup and the Conference League with his club. Alonso wants him as the central centre back in his 3-man defensive line, sitting between Colwill and Reece James. This signing solves one of Chelsea's longest-standing structural problems: the absence of an authoritative, experienced leader in the middle of the back line. Granit Xhaka. This is the one that has set social media alight this week. Sky Sports News confirmed Chelsea's interest. Fabrizio Romano then dropped the breaking news just 3 days ago. Xhaka and Chelsea have already reached a full verbal agreement on personal terms. Romano confirmed Xhaka wants to rejoin Alonso and has expressed his desire to return to London, accepting any contract condition to make it happen. A deal is on. German journalist Florian Plettenberg added that Chelsea are already in contact with Sunderland. The fee is expected to be around 30 million euros. Sunderland are understandably unhappy about the approach, with Team Talk revealing they are furious at the way Chelsea have gone about unsettling their captain. But Alonso has made this an express personal request. He built his entire Leverkusen project around Xhaka over 2 years. He is the voice, the leader, the experienced general who translates everything a manager wants into actions on the pitch every single week. Adding Xhaka to Chelsea's midfield, alongside Moises Caicedo, is about much more than football quality. It is about leadership, authority, and changing the culture in a dressing room that desperately needs an older, experienced winner to guide the younger players around him. Then there is Jacobo Ramon, the 21-year-old Spanish defender who worked under Alonso at Real Madrid and knows the manager's system inside out. He made 32 appearances in Serie A for Como this season as they finished 4th and qualified for the Champions League. A development option and a potential backup center back who already has a working relationship with the manager and understands his methods. Adam Wharton remains in Chelsea's radar for midfield, as do Morgan Gibbs-White of Nottingham Forest and Eli Junior Krupi of Stade Rennais, who is now attracting significant Chelsea attention as a left-sided attacking option. The business is nowhere near finished. After the World Cup ends, Chelsea heads straight into preseason. And this is where Alonso gets to work in real time. He will watch Jamie Gittins, who failed to impose himself last season, up close every single day. He will see whether Gittins' qualities can be unlocked in this system or whether a loan move is the right call. He will see Esteval Willian in a Chelsea training environment for the first time, assessing how to maximize an 18-year-old of enormous potential. Giovanni Quenda is back from Sporting Lisbon, another brilliant young player who Alonso will evaluate carefully to decide whether he stays as part of the first-team squad or heads back out on loan for another year of development. By the time Xabi Alonso has had a full season working with this group, signing his targets, establishing his culture, and running his system on the training pitch every day, Chelsea will look completely different from anything we have seen in the Blue Co era. Not just in results, feeling the entire squad carries into every single match. Tell me in the comments, which of Alonso's incoming transfer targets excites you most? And do you genuinely believe Chelsea can compete for the Premier League title next season? Subscribe, keep that notification bell on, and let's build this together.